I'd now like to introduce you to the CleverPad 3 device. This is a Bluetooth wireless tablet. On the back of the device, under this cover here, we have a rechargeable battery, which is charged via the USB cable from our laptop or desktop computer. And under the cover on this side here, we have the receiver dongle, which I can take out, which needs to be plugged in to your USB port. So I'll just do that now. I now switch on the device here, take the pen from the top of the unit, and now when I use the pen on the palette, the cursor moves on screen. To demonstrate this best, I probably would have to open the Lynx software, which I'll now do. But the concept of this pad is thus. The teacher typically likes to stand at the board. Typically that's the way they've always taught, from a standing position. They're in control of the classroom with the pen on the board working the software. Teacher can also use this device, but the idea behind it realistically is that this device is passed around the classroom so the children can be interactive with whatever's going on through the PC on the screen from a seated position. So I'm now going to open Lynx software and show you some of the actions that I can perform with the device. The pen lies in its own receiving slot at the top of the unit and is accessible quite easily. The pen also has a button on the front here. This simulates a right mouse click and also a double left mouse click if required. The pen contains a AAA battery. This is accessed by unscrewing the top portion of the pen, withdrawing the clip, and then simply accessing the battery by releasing this portion of the pen here. Okay, when I bring the pen in close proximity to the board, I don't even have to touch the palette itself to actually position and manoeuvre the cursor on screen. But what I can do, I can now come to, say, the pencil icon here, and by writing on the pad, whatever I'm writing on the pad is actually coming up on my computer screen and also through the projector onto the projected image. You'll notice here that there is a ring towards the top right-hand corner of the pad. If I do have any audio on any of my presentations, I can adjust the volume by placing the pen in the ring and rotating it clockwise or anti-clockwise. Similarly, I have two silver buttons at the top here. One says page up, one says page down. If I do have something like a PowerPoint presentation as my presentation source, I can actually advance or retract the pages by pressing forward or back on these buttons here. Similarly, I have a range of K keys from 1 to 15 across the top of the palette. I can actually in the menu assign each of these K keys to be a shortcut function to things like Word documents, Excel, spreadsheets, PowerPoint presentations and things of that nature. On the small LCD display here, which is in black and white, it shows me the battery strength. It shows me that the unit is on. It tells me that there is communication between the palette, the pen and the receiver. And it also tells me the number of the device. You can have 50 of these palettes connected to one receiver device if required. This is the on and off switch.